Hey guys, this is Steve again, and welcome to today's project demo session. Today we have with us, and this is a project demo session for the Solana Season Hackathon, and the global Solana Season Hackathon is finished, but the Chinese and the Asia track are still open. So basically, you can still, if you're a developer, if you're a project team, you can still submit your project to the HackerLink platform. We're still open, but I think it's just 2-3 days left. So you have you really need to upload a project anytime soon. And if you're a voter, if you are a Solana ecosystem supporter, feel free to go to hackerlink.io and go to the Solana grant and find all the amazing projects like Sypool on the list. There's a leaderboard, there's a billboard for all the amazing projects listing there, and you can donate USDC, Solana version USDC to the projects, showing support to them. And a lot of the amazing projects give amazing rewards back to early supporters and curators. So make sure that you do that before June 27th, because we will close all the quadratic founding and project submission by then. So yeah, on the background of Solana Season Hackathon is the third official global hackathon hosted by Solana Foundation, and DoraHacks is really happy to co-host the China and mainland China and Taiwan track with Solana. We have already attracted more than 2,000 developers registering for the event, and we have nearly 100 amazing projects submitted on HackerLink platform. So you can go see the amazing projects in the grant details page and donate to the projects using USDC, Solana version USDC. We have seen amazing projects emerging, and as we might be familiar with, Solana is a great playground for a lot of the DeFi protocols. We have seen amazing lending protocols, so today we have Sypool. Sypool is another really interesting DeFi team. So what Cypo is about is a synthetic asset management protocol. So this is, according to Cypo team, this is another innovation that we have migrated finance from off-chain to on-chain. The idea was inspired by both off-chain fund companies and packaged asset derivatives. On the one hand, we tokenize, Cypo team tokenize fund shares. On the other hand, a share token actually represents a small part of multi-token pool, thus providing the scarce liquidity for the cryptocurrency market. So that sounds really interesting. As you might know, that Solana ecosystem was actually growing at a really fast pace, and we have been expecting a lot of interesting DeFi schemes, especially the original innovation happening on Solana. So without further ado, I will pass the mic to Jackson from Cypo team and let him take on from here. Yeah. Yeah, Jackson, you can start your presentation.
Yeah, thanks, Steve, and hello everyone. I'm Jackson, and I'm the designer of Cypo. So, let me first introduce our team. Before we start the project, we were a cryptocurrency investment team focusing on quantitative tradings. And our team members include crypto fund managers who manage hundreds of millions of dollars funds, and we have investment bankers who have years of experience of venture capitalism. And we also have just some technology engineers who have developed several successful projects in this industry. So, the team is really kind of low profile, and well, just from my aspect, we are so different and we're so alike in some aspects. So, well, sometimes I always wonders what kind of magic puts us, such kind of geeks together. Well, I don't know. As for me, unlike many of you, I might be relatively new to this crypto world. I don't have a 5 years or 10 years experience in this industry. Well, actually, I was still in business school when the first Ethereum coin was mined. But I was obsessed by this industry since then. So I might not be the native generation, but I'm proud to say I could be the DeFi generation. So, well, it's really an honor to be a witness of the history and also be part of the history. So, like someone I admire once said that I might be not a champion, but it's honored to be in a champion team. So let's talk about the original idea about Sypool. Well, I have to admit that when the idea of building an on-chain project of asset management came, I had no idea what was in front of me. If I was asked to remind what happened that day, the only thing I could remember is that we wanted to migrate our fund management service on-chain. And well, instead of offering our financial service to a very limited number of private investors, we want to do the same to a wider range of people, well, who is also willing to contribute to crypto world and hold their wealth against inflation, fraud, dishonesty, misconduct, and many other bad things in the traditional world. So we have served our clients, and which is also our small community right now, but we also want to make the community bigger and serve more people. We named our project Cypo because we wanted to be a synthetic pool, token pool, and the very core of our protocol is the fund share token, which we call it SAP. So, well, in the traditional markets, we have fund managers managing the money from shareholders. Well, the shareholders share the win and loss of the fund, and so Sypool actually inherits that idea. So we have all kinds of pools, which could be viewed as different funds. So everyone could exchange their tokens, change their tokens with with SAP tokens. We have those open-ended pools, so SAP could be mined and burned anytime based on the present market value. For those closed-end pools, well, they have a lockup period, so mine and burn are only allowed in a certain period of time. But we want to prove such pools unless they have proved that they have enough liquidity in the secondary market, which I mean in those DEX protocols. So, well, although we do have some plans to encourage liquidity providers for such pools. Next, I wanted to quickly go over our slides. Here, that's the basic structure of our protocol. We have a smart contract, and the users could mine and burn SAP here. Well, we also have managers who manage the tokens raised from users and use it to trade with exchanges, both DEX and SEX, I guess, in the future. So, we also have an oracle to feed the price, so we can, we need the price to be current and accurate, so the whole system could work well. And next step, our protocol will be it's a buy token. I because well, we have a governance token, SYP, and the fund share tokens, well, which is it represents certain shares of the pool. And although it's a buy token, there could be many kinds of SAPs. So, well, that's about it. To mine the SAP, that we have to decide what the current value, present value of the pool, and divide it by the numbers of SAP tokens, as the formula shows here. So for early miners, we provide them with the rewards as a SYP, but that's only for the early birds. So that's the mined part. The burn part is quite the opposite with the former ones. So you just bring your SAP to the formula, and we can redeem your tokens back based on the current value, of course. So now you can see why the Oracle is necessary in our protocol, because that's very base of our system. So we have the managers who based on quantitative strategies or his own research, he would well manage the tokens in the pool and try to earn yields for the users. And like in the traditional markets, I guess that's what fund managers do. Well, we also, as I said before, just for all the SAP generated in our protocols, we will build the trading tails in the DEX. Well, which means there will be LP tokens, and these LP tokens could be staked in our protocol and do the farming and get SYP back. So for those for those liquid providers, which I mean, they could they will have double the reward, I guess, the provided from the DEX and from our protocol. So that's how we encourage LPs. The next, I want to briefly introduce all the kinds of SAP we're going to provide for now. The first kind we are going to do is a index tracking SAP, which means we would in advance select an index, and all the token distribution will be followed according to the index. Well, of course, it's going to be an open-end fund, and it's pretty much like the ETF in the real world, I guess. So it's open-ended, and you can mine and burn anytime as you want. The second kind is a trader-based SAP. So, well, this kind of pools, I would say it's more, the trading strategy is more based on the manager's research. And it's a closed-end pools, and well, only at the end of each period, well, you can burn and you can mine those SAPs. So the third is we also want to do some structure funds, which means that the income or the yields from the fund are divided into three ranks. Well, each ranks, as I show in the form, each ranks have different risk and the rewards. So for R1, and which is probably more similar to the bond, has a kind of fixed income and limited risk. Where R2 is more risky, and for R3, it's more like a leveraged security. You have a relatively bigger risk, and well, you also have probably a very large, I guess, rewards. So of course that's what from I guess for R1 and R2 players, they will be rewarded because they are not so well. They will be rewarded because if the liquidity provider for those two ranks, they will be given more. They will be given more SYP back if they stack their LP tokens. The fourth pools, it's gonna be a lottery thing. So we basically will collect the tokens from users and they can build their SAP. And we wanted to put these tokens to a yield to wallets like Yen, I guess. So there will be rewards from these deposits. And we every week we're gonna select a lucky bird to win all the years. And the others, who didn't get the prize have no loss, and they can continue to be in the game. So we call this kind of pools a no loss lottery. We also have plans for new managers. If you want to apply for a manager, you have to provide your personal information and your strategy, and you have to offer a whitelist of the tokens to the foundation, and we will audit it. We will just make sure that it's okay. You are qualified actually. And the last course we're gonna do is actually what we are doing for a long time. That's quantitative trading. So these kind of pools we plan. Those managers who plan to do this kind of pools, they have to make sure that they have to make sure that they are safe. I mean, they're not going to be frauds. So they have to stack 3 times the amount of SAP, so that they can raise tokens from investors. These tokens will be locked in the protocol, and in case the manager frauds, the tokens will be used to give the investors. So it's going to be for now, the token will be locked for 3 years, but after that time, the tokens will be unlocked and returned back to the manager. So they're going to be the SYP is the governance token. So it could be used for farming, and it's going to be used for voting and used to mine the fund share token SAP, and of course it could be used for trading and used to make the DAO working. So this is our distribution for our SAP tokens. As you can see, half of the token will be generated through farming in 3 years, and that's it. We do have a plan for our, of course we do. We have a plan for the roadmap. So in this quarter, we plan to working on our website and our investment launch. And of course, the Solana Hackathon is also important. So we do have a demo for our website. Here it is. So it's quite dark. So the theme is black and blue. We can in the navigation bar, you can see we have a community which goes to the the bottom of the page. And we have a Medium, which we already put some articles in it. And the Twitter, I think we have thousands of followers. And also Telegram, Discord, and GitHub. Well, speaking of the GitHub, we have been working on two parts. The first part is based on Rust, which is programming how the SIP function works. And we are testing the staking function. Well, meanwhile, we are working on the front end, the test net. So what I'm showing today is only a demo, but we really want the testnet to get online as soon as possible. So, well, if you're interested in the code, welcome to check our codes on GitHub. Yeah. So let's go back to the top, and we had the features. I think we had just to go over that, and it's a buy token system. It's a mine and burn system, and secondary and no funds. Yes, I think we have already seen that. So, well, this is a preview of our dApp. So, let's see the demo first. So we click the demo, and here, here we can see that it's an index. We have our own index, which could represent the total performance of all the pools in our protocol. And hypothetically, well, in 2021, September the 1st, the value would be 396. Well, let's hope so. And we have a ranking for all the pools in our protocol. And let's click the first one, the Cypo cons pools. And here we can see the performance. We can see how well it earned. Well, it is $68. Well, that's just an example. So we can mine. The portfolio could also shows that the distribution of tokens, and we can see that this pool consists of 60% Ethereum and 20% BT coin and 20% TAG. So let's click the mine SAP. Well, that's where you can mine the pool's token. You can burn. Well, you can trade. In the trade part, it will connect you to a DEX, so you can trade your SIP there. And well, of course, you can farm. You can stack your SYP, and there'll be tokens here, so you can get rewards. Well, so next, we have here. If you click the my investment part, it shows the total value, how you invest, how much you invest in our protocol, and what kind of token you have, and how much you stacked and how much you earned. Well, we have also present your total performance. For this example, you earned 18% positive, so that's a good job. Well, this function is actually for both investors and for managers. Well, the investors could see their performance, how they earn, and the managers could use this page to manage the pool. Well, for investors, they could do all of the 4 functions, but for the managers, they could only trade. They could only adjust the distribution of the tokens in the pool. So, okay. Last, we have you can use your wallet to to use to connect with our protocols. So we have supports most Solana wallets, and yeah, that's how you enter our protocol. So well, just that's pretty much about it. And back in the early years, this might be good enough, but everyone here understand how things changes in recent years. So, well, it's definitely not the end, and it's not even the start of the end. It's only the end of the start. Yeah, it's pretty much everything I want to share. And well, instead of saying thank you to end my blah, 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 so I wanted to invite everyone interested to join our community. And let's talk about how to make this deal together. Well, yeah, that's it. So, Steve? Well, yeah, sure. Well, yeah, here, sorry, just one thing. We also provide our white paper here, and it gives the really details about our protocols. So if you're interested, just go and check it. So I think that, yeah. I think that's pretty much about everything. And
so yeah, Jackson, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much everything I want to share.
Cool. Yeah, I have a few questions. Like, why Solana? Like, why pick Solana as the infrastructure for building this project?
Well, just I have to say that we have compared a lot of other options, and well, Ethereum included. But Solana is the fastest, as far as we can see. It's the fastest chain. It has a TPS about 60,000 TPS. So it really matches our need for high speed. Well, in the real world, in finance, let's say we have to deal with like millions of TPS trade needed. So our managers really need fast chains to make sure their transactions will not be delayed, and they have to secure their earnings. So I think that's responsible to choose a fast chain to deploy our protocol. Yeah.
Yeah. Another question is that can you briefly introduce the team more? Like what's the current lineup like?
Well, the team is really actually, as I said, it's really low profile. So, well, we have two co-founders who is in charge of everything, and one of them is a fund managers who raise crypto funds for many years, and the other is an investment banker, and well, he is also in this industry for more than 3 years. Well, we have also a CFO, he is in charge of the technology and program development stuff, and he has developed a lot of successful projects. Well, I'm the designer. I provide ideas, and I make sure the team works fine. And yeah, and we have also two advisors actually, the two advisors could be the fund partner for a long time, and they really give us some advice on how the fund works. So yeah, that's about pretty much about our team. Yes.
Cool, awesome. So I know you guys are raising funding on HackerLink. So do you have anything to talk to the audience today? We have approximately 1,000 watching the live demo right now.
Well, just I really just thank you for all the community that support us, and we have just launched a little event that anyone who vote for us could get a little reward, I guess. We just talked about it, and the announcement will be issued soon. So we really want to thank you for all those who also support us, and we won't do this without you. So just enjoy our Telegram and enjoy our Twitter, follow our Twitter and our Medium. So we'll do this with you, and feel free to make any advice. So thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So thanks, Jackson, for joining us today. It's a great presentation. We can also see your part of your products already ready. We'll see the demo there. So guys, feel free to follow Cypo's Twitter on the Twitter platform, and make sure you participate in their HackerLink quadritic funding campaign before June 27th to make sure you don't miss out. I believe they have amazing plans for rewarding the early supporters. So if you haven't followed our Bilibili channel and YouTube channel yet, make sure you do that so you won't miss out the amazing project demo sessions and workshops given by amazing teams every day. And I wish you good luck, Sypool, for your future progresses, and make sure you come back to DoraHacks community when your product is more ready and you have amazing progress to share with our community.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Okay, have a great one. Guys, this is today's Sypool's presentation. Make sure to stay tuned on the last 3 days for the Solana season hackathon. It's a great event where you can find the amazing Solana ecosystem projects early stage. So do make sure to go to HackerLink to see all the amazing projects there and support them and get rewarded in the near future. And also on HackerLink you can see the amazing hackathons with co-hosts with Filecoin and Flow and BSC and all the amazing ecosystems. And you will see a lot of interesting projects every day. Stay tuned. Go to HackerLink often and make sure you support Sypool if you're interested in their future progresses. Okay, this is pretty much it. Have a great one, and let's see you in a few hours. We have another session, I believe. Yeah, thank you, Jackson, for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.